What's up guys, and welcome back to veggieonpennies. It's been so long since I uploaded on this channel, and I thought that today's the day. Let me get back on the horse and just not overthink it, and then just start filming and see what comes out. I'm gonna try my best to like really be more consistent on this channel because I've really been neglecting it a lot and like focusing on other projects. But yeah, I really do love everything about vegan food, so I'm gonna be more committed to this channel. I don't have a specific uploading schedule yet, but I'm working on it so I can make sure that I upload quite consistently on here. As you can tell by the title of this video, today I'm filming a mukbang or mukbang. Today is Indian theme, so I'm trying out different Indian dishes. I've never really tried Indian food like that. I've had some here and there, but it's going to be a full-on Indian meal today, so I'm really excited to see and taste test all of the different things. But yeah, I got my food back here. You can see that big bag in the back. I'm also cooking some basmati rice to go with it because I don't know, they don't have rice at the place I ordered from, and it's a lot of like sauces and stuff, so I figured I would just cook some basmati rice because that's very fitting. I think it's like Indian, so yeah, I'm cooking that right now. It still has about 5 minutes to go, but yeah, I'm gonna plate everything nice and pretty, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Okay, we are all set up and ready to go. So I've got my whole spread here. I'm gonna kind of explain what I've got on my coffee table. So I'm gonna show you what I have going on. So I'm looking at my receipt just to be sure, but from here we've got some chapati bread. So I'm pretty familiar with this. It's kind of like pita bread, but like Indian style. So, and I know that they make this by hand, so I'm really excited to try this. I've had it quite a bit in their sandwiches because they use this for their sandwiches, but I'm gonna have it on its own today. And yeah, I should preface this by saying that I'm really lucky because Montreal is a pretty multicultural city on top of being super vegan friendly. So it's like really easy for me to start like find food like this, but I know that back home in Ottawa, like it would be hard to find like a vegan Indian restaurant. And this is not even a full-on Indian restaurant, it's just a vegan restaurant, but they do have a lot of the Indian options. There was also like another fully vegan traditional Indian restaurant here in Montreal, but unfortunately they have closed at the start of COVID, so I couldn't order from them. But that would have been really nice because they also do have desserts, so I would have tried like an Indian dessert. I don't have any dessert to try today except for this mango lassi, which is more of a drink and not really a dessert, but that's going to be the only sweet thing I'm trying today. But yeah, so I've got this chapati bread with this dip here. I'm not really sure. They included this, but I'm not sure what that is. So yeah. But that came with a really small dal soup, which is going to be perfect because it's just me today eating all of this. So this is a dal soup. It smells absolutely incredible. They are not like traditional Indian, but like they know their stuff really well. So this smells amazing, and I'm sure it's going to taste great. I've never had dal soup before, so I'm excited for that. Then I've got paratha, I think I'm saying it right, which is this stuff right here, which I looked it up online, and it's pretty much like a crepe, like an Indian crepe. We've got these little thing called pakora. I noticed that Indian food has a lot of chickpeas. Like I've got this with chickpea in it, and just overall a lot of chickpeas. But yeah, I've got those things called pakora, and then I've got some mint chutney, and chutney is pretty much like a dip. Then over here I've got some Malay kofta. Malay kofta is pretty much a really popular Indian dish. usually made of potato and paneer. And through doing this research, I learned that paneer is a type of Indian cheese. So obviously I couldn't eat that, but this is a vegan option. So I don't know what they replaced the paneer with, but it looks really delicious and it has a lot of sauce. It's really saucy, so I'm excited to try that. And then lastly, I've got a chana bowl, and I also learned that chana means chickpea in like Hindi or Hindu. I'm not sure what the name of the language is, but yeah, I've got this chana bowl here with some basmati rice, and then I've got a mango lassi. And mango lassi is traditionally again Indian smoothie made of usually it's just yogurt mixed with some spices, but you can also make it mango flavored, which is really popular over there as well. I noticed that Indian food is really vegetarian friendly. Like if you were to go to India and you're vegetarian, you would have no issues whatsoever because everything is almost like 80% vegetarian by default. The only thing is that it's really hard for vegans like me because they do use quite a bit of ghee, which is clarified butter essentially. So there's like butter in every single dish, or like milk, or like paneer, which is Indian cheese. So that kind of makes it hard for us vegan. But yeah, if you're a vegetarian going to India, you're gonna have a blast. You're gonna be in heaven. Yeah, so I'm really excited to try all of this. I've never actually been to India, but I have been to a country really close to India called Pakistan. So I'm kind of familiar with some of like those dishes. Like I've had chapati over there as well, and also a lot of potatoes and chickpea. Like it's also a staple over there too. So I feel like I'm gonna really like this food here. So I'm gonna start by like taste testing everything and just have a good idea. So I'm starting off with a basmati rice with the chana bowl, which is pretty much just chickpeas and green peas, potatoes, and lots of curry, spices, and coconut milk. It's so flavorful. Like honestly, yeah, this is bomb. Next, I'm gonna try Malay kofta, which is like I said, on Google it says it's kind of an Indian dumpling. So I'm expecting this to be soft and pillowy. I can't really smell stuff right now because I have a cold, but I don't know if it's supposed to be spicy, but this is a little bit spicy. It's got a bit of a kick, and it's really pillowy inside. Traditionally, Malay kofta would have paneer in it, which is Indian cheese, but this is a vegan version, so I'm not sure what they replaced the paneer with. I didn't ask, maybe I should have, but from what I can see, it has carrots, like shredded carrots in it, and it just and it's in this like really creamy, slightly spicy tomato sauce, which is really nice. Yeah, this is really quite good, honestly. I could eat the whole thing right now. This is really delicious. Like the tomato sauce, I could have that legit with pasta. Tomato sauce on its own, like it's super creamy and like really comforting. That's a 10 out of 10, 100%. It's so good. Like I could honestly bathe in that sauce. So creamy. Also should have started with this, but I'm so sorry if I butcher the spelling of any of these words because obviously I don't speak Hindu. I'm not sure if it's Hindi or Hindu. I don't speak Hindi. I think Hindu is a religion. But yeah, I don't speak Hindu, so I'm sorry if I like butcher these words, and like please bear with me. But yeah, that was amazing. Malay kofta is absolutely fucking bomb. So next up I'm gonna try the dal. I'm first gonna have it on its own. So straight from the pot. It's still quite warm. I got it like half an hour ago and it's still quite warm. It's got this really interesting green color. I'm not actually sure what dal is made of. I'm gonna go guess and say that it's from green peas or like split peas or something. So it's pretty much peas and then a shit ton of spices. But it's really, really good. So it's not as like, it's not perfectly smooth like a bisque. It's kind of got some texture to it, which I really enjoy. It's really thick. Oh my gosh, yeah, I feel like Indian food is like the perfect winter food, you know, like when it's minus like 20 outside and you're just inside eating all of this warmth food. Not only like the textures but also like the spices. Like the spices just makes you want to curl up. So now I'm gonna have it with some chapati. And like I said, this is freshly baked chapati. Like they hand make this in the store. So it's super, super fresh. And it just smells really clean, very fresh. Like it's not some like frozen stuff, you know? I'll make it in the house. And this chapati is freaking amazing. Like I said, I've had it before because that's what they use for all their sandwiches too. And their sandwiches are just heavenly. But on its own, oh my gosh, it's super, super light. And just really like light and airy. Pakoras, traditionally in India, it would consist of vegetables such as potatoes and onions, and it would be coated in gram flour and deep fried. So I'm assuming this would be like, again, fine for a vegetarian, but I'm not sure if it would be for a vegan because maybe they would add like butter or something. But yeah, pakoras. I feel like it's kind of similar to another dish I've heard of before called, I think, bhaji. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. It's pretty much like onion fritters, Indian onion fritters. So I'm gonna dip it in the mint chutney, which I haven't smelled. I should give it a smell test. It smells really, really delicious. The chutney is super flavorful. And the pakora is actually quite nice too. It's got a nice crispy coating on the outside. It's not as crispy anymore because it's been sitting for like 20 minutes already. But I can see on the inside it's got some carrots. I'm assuming also some potatoes, ground potatoes. Yeah, it's just really fresh and super delicious. Honestly, so good. That chutney is bomb. It's super bright. Honestly, if you've never had Indian food before, try to see if there's a vegan joint in your area that you can taste it. Like I said, if you're vegetarian, you're gonna have a blast, but if you're vegan, chances are they have ghee in absolutely every dish, so it might be a bit of a struggle, but a mint chutney that's where it's at. Next up, I'm gonna be trying this little crepe, Indian crepe, which is called paratha. Paratha, again, I'm probably saying it wrong, but essentially it's like an Indian crepe, which, like I said before, it's also really popular in countries, I think this is Pakistan, Bangladesh, Maldives, and yeah, Myanmar or something like that. But yeah, you can see that they also make this probably in-house because you can see all the charred, the places where it's a bit charred, and you can also see some grill marks, so I'm guessing they do this on the grill. So I'm gonna try it in a bit of the mint chutney first. A thicker, savory crepe with a hint of like tomato. I don't know if they put tomato in it, but it kind of tastes a little bit tomatoey with a little bit of spice too. But it's quite nice, like it's super flaky. I can't get over the chutney. I'm already halfway through. It's fucking bomb. Fucking lit. Honestly, I think I'm gonna do more mukbangs. Like I've decided I'm gonna do more mukbangs. Anyways, now I'm gonna try the mango lassi. So this is, yeah, compostable straw that they gave me. So this is quite cool. 100% compostable. Put this here. I'm expecting this to kind of taste like a regular mango smoothie, you know? and I'm expecting it to taste really creamy as well. Holy shit. I wonder if they use fresh mango for this, because it tastes super fresh. It tastes like they put like the ripest, juiciest, sweetest mango and blended it with some like amazing creamy like coconut milk. Because if they use frozen mangoes for this, I would honestly be kind of like surprised, because it tastes like really fresh and sweet. This stuff is bomb. Like I said before, lassi usually is just like a drink, Indian type drink that is made of yogurt, spices, and water. So honestly, like if you're thinking, most of the time a lassi would be just white, but they do have mango flavor. Sometimes they also add in fruit and like mango lassis. So yeah, so mango lassi is an actual like drink in India, but I feel like this really just tastes like a mango like smoothie. I'm not sure what an actual lassi would taste like, so it's really hard for me to compare, because every time I wanted to try a lassi, of course it was like it had milk in it or like yogurt, so I couldn't try it before. So I don't know, it's hard for me to know if this is like a good, like if it's close to the real thing, you know, but it tastes really bomb, so I'm just gonna go for it, because the food was absolutely delicious. Not that I was expecting it to not be delicious, but I'm like even more pumped about Indian food now, and like trying different types of food, and like going out of my comfort zone and really going out there and seeing what we have in Montreal, because I'm so lucky that here it's like really vegan friendly and multicultural, which means that we have stuff like this. Like, you know, we have vegan Indian food in Montreal, so that's pretty cool, and I'm super happy to be living here for the moment. But yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy more of this lassi and more of this amazing creamy dal, and I'll see you guys next time.